guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, my name is Shay, and today's video I am very excited to film. If anybody knows me, they know I am a list girly. I love a checklist. I love writing down a to-do list. I love the feeling I get when I check something off. It just makes me feel organized and not so overwhelmed. So the other night I was laying in bed, and for some reason at such a late hour, I decided it would be a good idea to start writing out a cleaning checklist, and I broke it down by day, week, month, and yearly tasks. If there's something in this video that you guys notice that I should be adding to my lists, comment them down below. And real quick before we start, I just want to say thank you to all of the new subscribers. I hit 300 subscribers the other day, and I was at work when it happened, and it made my whole entire week. I did not think I was going to hit 300 this early on in the year. So my next goal is to hit 500. Let's just get right into it. I'm so excited to talk to you guys about this. So for the daily tasks, I wrote down dishes, wipe down kitchen, and tidy. Now the theme of this video and the kind of idea for this list is if I neglect, say, my weekly tasks, it will make my monthly deep cleans just that much harder. It's kind of like the domino effect. Everything that I've put on this list sets me up for success if I do end up doing it. So the daily tasks are very simple. Of course, every day looks different. For you guys watching, I know that everybody's home looks different. Not everybody lives in a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. Some people may have dogs. Some people may have kids. Some people may have really large homes. And so I understand that everybody's lists are going to look different. And some days I might add more to my daily tasks, and some days I might just do the bare minimum, the 3 things that I put on the daily tasks. For the weekly, I put vacuum, sweep, mop, bathroom. When I put down bathroom, for the weekly, I'm going to be just cleaning like the countertops, the sink, the mirror, the toilet, but I left the shower and the bathtub for the monthly cleaning because I low-key hate cleaning the bathtub. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I just feel like it's such a workout, and I don't personally think that it needs to be done every single week. I don't know. What do you guys think? Garbages. Obviously, if the garbage needs to be taken out a couple times a week, then of course I will be doing that. I can go outside of these lists, and that's okay. I would like to clean the bedding every single weekend. The litter boxes I like to do once a week. Quick disclaimer, if you guys hear the jets in my video, I really apologize. I can't control when they decide to do test flights. I do live next to an Air Force base, and sometimes they are just non-stop, so I do apologize for that. I do want to wipe off the washer and dryer weekly, as well as laundry, of course. Now moving into the monthly cleaning. The monthly cleaning checklist I kind of look at as deep cleans because I go a little bit harder. I put on there dusting the shower and the bathtub. Like I said, I don't feel like that needs to be done every single week. Squeegee the windows. So I have cats, and when they sit on the windows, their little wet noses will touch the windows, and it's the cutest thing because there will be, after like a couple weeks, there will be a line of like snot droplets from their little cold noses. And every single time I squeegee the windows, I'm like, oh, I'm getting rid of like a mark that they exist and that they were here, but it always comes back the next month. So squeegee the windows, wipe out microwave, wipe down backsplash, and wipe down cabinets. For some reason, my apartment decided to have white cabinets, so everything shows on those white cabinets. I do like to wipe those down monthly. And then the last thing I put on my monthly cleaning checklist was doorknobs, light switches, and handles. There's so much bacteria. I once heard that light switches hold more bacteria than a toilet does. That's crazy. That's something I grew up doing, was wiping down doorknobs, light switches, and handles, and I just feel like it's so important. And now moving into the yearly cleaning tasks. Next to the yearly cleaning tasks, I put as needed, and that's because I feel like sometimes I might need to do these things semi-annually. Wipe out the inside of the oven Now, I have a crazy funny story for you guys. I did not clean the inside of my oven for like the first 3 years that I lived in this apartment. I know, it's a little embarrassing, okay? I'm not gonna lie. There was one night that we were having like a little shindig party. Alcohol was consumed by everybody, and my boyfriend and his friend, they were taking like a frozen pizza out of the oven, and the top part slid off and got onto the bottom of the oven. For a couple weeks, I didn't clean it, and we had used the oven, and it ended up getting like charred on the bottom. And then when I started my YouTube channel about 9 months ago, last spring, I ended up cleaning out the inside of my oven for the very first time ever. And it took me, guys, like 3 full days. It was my whole personality, it was all I was doing. It's the biggest thing that took up my spring cleaning this year. I ended up cleaning out the oven again for my December deep clean, but I didn't go as hard. I didn't scrub as hard, but I didn't have to because I did such a good deep clean in the spring. So I do want to at least once a year give a good scrub to the inside of the oven because I feel like they just get kind of dirty, and if you neglect it, it builds up and you don't want that. The second thing I put on my yearly cleaning checklist was wipe out the inside of the fridge. This is one of the ones that I was like, okay, I might have to do that more than once a year because I don't know how, but the inside of fridges can get kind of dirty. Like things drip, crumbs fall onto the bottom, and sometimes you just need to take all the drawers out, all the shelves out, and give them a good scrub and wipe down. The third thing I put was snake drains. Do you guys see this hair? Okay. I have a lot of hair and I need to snake the drains at least once a year. It might be a semi-annual thing that I do. Just when those drains start backing up, I like to snake the drains and then Drano the drains. I like to whip out the carpet cleaner. This is another one that I definitely think I would do at least 4 times a year. But at a bare minimum, I like to carpet clean at least once a year. And when I say carpet clean once a year, I mean carpet clean the whole entire surface of the carpets in both of the bedrooms. And then I have a rug in the living room that also I like to clean the whole thing. Now, throughout the year when I pull out the carpet cleaner and it's not my big deep clean, it could be because one of my cats puked. You guys know cats puke. I have a little spot cleaner that works wonders. I love that thing. I do want to invest in a big carpet cleaner because I tell you what, I have carpet cleaned both of these rooms with just that spot cleaner. Every square inch of the carpet I have done with our little spot cleaner like 3 times, and it is a workout. It takes way longer than it should. So if I just invest in a big carpet cleaner, I could get it done so much quicker and I wouldn't dread doing it once a year. But with having cats, definitely need to keep up on carpet cleaning. The next one I put was wipe down the TV screens. We have 3 TVs, one in the living room, one in our bedroom, and then one small one here in the guest bedroom. I call the guest bedroom the boys' room because it's my cat's room. It has their litter boxes, their toys, their cat tower, and then I have a little TV in here that I use for like at-home workouts, and I like to wipe down the TV screens at least once a year. The next thing is clean the blinds. I don't just mean dust the blinds, I mean take a rag and clean every single individual blind, and you would be surprised how dirty they get. I didn't realize how dirty blinds got until I was like 23 when I got my first housekeeping job and we were doing a deep clean. And one of the tasks on the deep cleaning list at my job was to clean every single individual blind. That's when I realized blinds get really, really dirty. You don't notice it at a first glance. Like right now my blinds, they look white, but you will literally wipe one blind down and look at your rag and be like, holy cow, that is disgusting. If anybody has a better way of doing it, because it is kind of a pain to like wipe every single individual one, like is there a way that you can take your blinds off and maybe, I don't know, clean them in the shower? I don't know. Maybe that's just one of those tasks that's hard no matter, but it's definitely essential. The next one I put was clean the porch. Sweep the porch and then also squeegee the outside of the windows, as well as wipe down the front of our door and the doorknob also. The next one I have not done here in my home, but I've done it at jobs that I've had. I've been doing housekeeping for 3 years now, and this is one that I want to integrate it into my yearly deep clean because I think that it makes a huge difference on how your home feels. Cleaning the inside of trash cans out, wiping the inside and then wiping the outside, I feel like just makes a huge difference on the cleanliness of your home. So I want to definitely do that in the next yearly deep clean that I do. And then the next 3 that I added are essential to me. I feel like you need to clean your cleaning products or else, for 1, they wear out, or 2, they don't clean as well. So I wrote down clean the inside of the washer, the inside of the dishwasher, and clean the vacuum filter. So for cleaning the washer and the dishwasher, I definitely feel like that's okay to do once a year. But the vacuum filter, since I have cats, I do like to do that 3 to 4 times a year. Just they shed so much, and I feel like people with dogs could probably relate. You gotta clean that inside of the filter because if you don't, your vacuum is literally gonna die within a year. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm not trying to buy a new vacuum every single year. Vacuums are expensive. I don't even have a nice bougie one. I have a Walmart special that I think was like 40 to 60 bucks. And I've made that vacuum last like 3 years. The vacuum we had previous in our first apartment broke within like, I don't even think it lasted a whole year. And it's because I did not take care of it. I didn't empty it out every single time I used it. You gotta empty the little catch out every single time. And then also clean the filter, rinse it out, wipe down the vacuum a couple times a year, especially if you have cats. The next one I put was baseboards, spot clean the walls and the doors because you would be surprised with how dirty doors get. So it's good to just wipe those doors down. And then the very last one, I think, like I said, I feel like I covered all my bases, but if there's something that you guys think I should add to this list, let me know in the comments down below. But the last thing I added was sweep behind the couches. This is definitely one that I bring my boyfriend in for help. We make a whole day date out of deep cleaning, and he'll help me pull the couches away from the walls, and we'll give a good sweep behind the couches and a good mop because there are so many things that get stuck underneath couches, like cat toys, hair. Sometimes you spill things and you don't realize it goes underneath your couch, and so that's definitely a really important one for me. And that concludes my cleaning checklist. I was so excited to make this video. For 1, I feel like I don't want to continue to have to write out a to-do list every single time I clean my apartment. I feel like I spend so much time planning out what I'm going to do rather than just starting. So now that I have this, I won't leave this on my whiteboard forever, but I can always take a picture of it and refer to it. I can add, take away. This is just going to be really good for me. And one day I can look back on this video when I have a big home and make a new one. Cleaning makes me happy. I know I'm not the only one that enjoys cleaning this much. Don't get me wrong, I'm a human being and sometimes I dread cleaning. But at the end of the day, I feel like 90% of the time I really look forward to cleaning. So that's why I was so excited to share this with you guys. And that's it. Very simple video this week, but I definitely wanted to share this with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye.